Are you ready?
My coach, Barbara H. Smith. Why did I hire her? Because she's the best.
Barbara H. Smith is a powerhouse. She just walks in the room and grabs your attention, and she does that in a way that just makes you feel loved and like she's paying attention to you. She cares about you, and she wants to see you be your best self.
She was able to dig inside and find the passion that was deep within me.
Barbara's energy is one of the reasons that I had to have her as my coach. I love the way she is real with people.
The reason I felt like I needed a coach was because I have some big goals and I needed to build my confidence. I knew that Barbara could help me do that.
I felt that I could trust her.
I would definitely recommend to get coaching from Barbara H. Smith if you feel like you need to level up your confidence. She would just help you feel like bold, like you can take on the world.
She has really shown me who I am. She has changed my mindset to a place that I know that I am more powerful today than I would have ever been if I had never met Barbara Smith.
Here we go. Here we go. Yes, it's Tuesday night once again. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the Barbara H. Smith Show. We are so happy you're here, and I would be remiss if I didn't bring up the sensational, the smiling, the sexy, shiny, my other sister, Smith.
Hello, hello, hello. I'm so excited to be here, but I got to tell everybody, how long are we going to be here at this time? I don't know. April.
You know something 14th. I know? You know? My daddy's birthday.
14th. We're going to switch.
We're switching to a new stage, a new page, a new time. Right here on the Barbara H. Smith Show, we're moving to Thursday. Is it Thursday night?
Thursday at noon.
Thursday at noon. Yes, we're moving to Thursday at noon, and we're changing the background. Our logo has changed. Our name has changed. What's the new name, Shawnee?
Tell them now.
Yeah.
Don't make them wait. All right. It is empowering
you. Yes, we are empowering you with more information, more surprise guests, more. Hey, by the way, I had lunch today. Thank you, Wade Randolph, for having lunch with me. He's the more guy, and he'll be having a show coming up soon. You'll not want to miss his exciting information. He's a leadership guy, that guy, the more guy. But anyway, we have so much stuff going on. Before we start announcing anything, I want to bring our first guest up. She is a repeat guest, and I love that she's decided to come back and be with us. Vernee Taylor, the gorgeous Vernee Taylor, is an international best-selling author, speaker, mentor, and host of our Breakthrough podcast. She holds a BA in communication and a certificate in TV and radio. Since the untimely loss of her father in 2011, Vernee has emerged boldly, breaking through the pain and allowing it to fuel her divine purpose. Through her literary work and advocacy, she continues the mission to provide others with breakthrough maps, helping them move on from loss and grief, step into their confidence, and dare to live their greatest story. Help me bring to the show the lovely Vernee Taylor.
Can I just say that I love me some Vernee? I'm just saying.
Yes, Shawnee said our other guest wasn't able to. She had some family issues. And she said, "Oh, can I get Vernee?" I was like, "Get who you want." And you were bringing Vernee back. She's gorgeous. She's talented. She's articulate, fun, funny. We're going to talk about that funny behind the scenes stuff. Stay with us after the show and hang out with us if you have time in the green room. We want to talk to you a little bit more.
Yes.
But Renee, what have you been working on lately?
Oh my goodness. I'm cooking up some things. A movement, message
it's
to
more than
movement.
some things.
Message to the movement.
Some things
It's more
I'm
than-
not privy to discuss as of yet, but when we have the exclusive,
Okay.
I will bring it here. But yes, I'm going to, of course, with our Breakthrough Podcast, I'm going to be launching with a new network. As you know, we're already here in the U.S. Across all streaming platforms. So like and subscribe. Okay. Just search our Breakthrough Podcast on all your streaming platforms. And we are in Midway Radio in the UK currently. So we're doing really well. So shout out to my UK followers and listeners because they are coming in strong with the support and the loyalty. And then we will be launching at the end of this month with Unbossed Network. So that's going to be here in Ohio, but their primary targets are Atlanta, San Fran, Los Angeles, and New York. So I'm really excited about that.
Have you been to New York yet recently?
Say it again.
Have you been to New York recently?
I have not. You know, that's where I come from, Barbara. I come from New Jersey, where I was less than an hour away from Manhattan.
Really?
So it used to be my home when I was acting. I don't know if you guys know that, but I'm primarily an artist, right? So that's kind of where I started when it came to like me dipping into entrepreneurship. But as an actress, I was working in a studio. I don't know if you guys remember James Franco, famous actor. He had a studio out there. And so I was in New York like 3 times out of the week. Okay. But honestly, since the pandemic, I have not been back to New York. So, I mean, it's been a while since I've really traveled. So, I don't know, honey. I don't know. It's really real out here in these streets.
And it's cold out there in Ohio streets.
It is cold out here in the streets.
Okay.
The last time I traveled actually back to New Jersey, I almost had a panic attack going through TSA. It was not the same. It was a lot. It was a lot. And it's funny. I called my mother. I said, Mom, I'm like that woman that they see on TMZ. They might put me on TMZ. That's how crazy I was.
Maybe that should be a goal. Maybe that might be a goal.
You know what it was? I said to myself, it's the middle of a pandemic. We're on top of each other, and you don't even have these lines. You guys are disorganized.
Oh, you're a germaphobe.
I'm a germaphobe. I like my space, honey. Even before COVID, I'm like, give me 6 feet. But then I didn't like that we're in a line and my stuff is all the way over here. And then you want me to get back in line, and the line is like toppling over. And I said, okay, so let me see how this works. I said, so my stuff is over there. What if somebody picks up my stuff and takes it? Who's responsible? I'm like, because you have me here. I don't like taking my shoes off. Ugh. No,
we take it. That's why you have to get TSA
feet on the ground.
TSA pre-check, baby.
Okay, that's what the stars do. Okay, that's what Barbara does, honey. VIP.
Are you not a star?
Honey.
Are you not a star?
I'm not.
Apply for your TSA pre-check. Apply for your TSA pre-check because you don't have to take your shoes off. You don't have to take your laptop out of the bag. You barely have to take your coat off.
Okay.
You do have to take that off, but
I will do that.
Listen, I'm like you. I do not like taking my shoes off in the airport. So I had to figure this out because I'm a germaphobe too.
Okay.
And I had to figure this out. So what we do? TSA pre-check. All of y'all, the ones in the back, did y'all hear it? TSA pre-check.
I heard it.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's not hard. Apply. It's it was $85. Everything done going up.
Oh, honey. Okay, so the gas prices are $4.09 currently, but the other
$4.09 where you are?
Where I am, but I did find a $3.95, but honey, it was speed.
Oh no, honey. Today I passed the gas station. It was $4.49 and 3 cents off if you do credit.
Oh Lord.
$4.49.
That's crazy.
You talking about? Listen. That's right,
Sam.
PK Collins. You gonna try that TSA pre-check? I know y'all.
I sure will.
All of y'all germaphobes out there like me and Renee, get the TSA pre-check. Okay. And you go through a faster line, by the way.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
I got it.
So did we learn something already?
We sure did. Goodness. We sure did. This is how you fly VIP. Yeah. Okay. Now I do the, what is it? The premium or the pre-select to get on the plane first. Yeah. I do that. And I did fly first class for the first time. Although
Girl, talk about that.
It was underwhelming. It was underwhelming. It was a
Oh no.
lackluster.
Well, I don't. What airlines did you fly?
I think it was, you know what it was? Because it was a small flight. It was a short flight. It was on the
That's
small
what it
planes.
That's what it is.
You know, a small planes
No,
where I was
not
like, I
worth
was
it.
praying to Jesus,
not
like,
worth
Lord, let me not die on this little plane. Okay,
That's
it's
not-
cute. But you know, I said, you know what? I'll have to do it again. I'll have to do it at one of the international flights that I go.
Yes, baby. Yes, but let's talk about the international flight.
Yes.
I had me some good sleep.
I did.
Good.
When I went to China, that was the best flight of my life. Because
Yes,
you know, it was like a whole day.
baby, yeah.
there.
Let me tell you. And so I love being pampered. I don't know if you figured that out by now.
Absolutely.
So they do all of that
Yeah.
in business class, first class. All of that pampering. I'm loving all of that.
But
All
you're
of it.
VIP. You're VIP.
Girl, they just told me that recently.
That you're VIP?
Yeah.
You needed
Oh,
someone
but
to
you
tell
just
you.
you didn't know? You needed to be told that you're VIP?
Yeah.
Listen,
I'm
Yeah.
giving it to you
I
too,
knew you
Renee.
were VIP. I knew when you go in Africa and they're like, and they calling for you, like, oh, come on back. When you coming back? You're VIP.
Well, let me tell you, it is a wonderful experience. I am looking forward. Shout out to Dr. West and the entire African team,
Yeah.
the tourism, Magical Kenya.
Okay.
They're looking for American tourists.
Nice.
And it looks like and sounds like somebody I know might be an ambassador.
I think she's on here.
So I'm looking to help bring the experience. I'm all about experiences these days.
Ooh, yes, you are.
Bring the experience of Africa to the US because the information going back and forth across the continents is false narratives.
Yes.
Okay. Many people still don't understand or know that it's false narrative.
Until they get there, right? And they're
Girl.
like,
Girl.
breathtaking.
Girl, let me tell you, I have had the best of times being on the continent that I have had in my entire life.
I'm sure.
And I ain't no spring chicken, in case some of y'all don't know. Anyway,
It's so silly.
been on this road for a minute, and
Yeah.
it is just so wonderful. The people are wonderful. The culture is wonderful. Yes, there is. So for y'all are saying, well, show us the real. Let me tell you, there are real poverty pockets in every continent, in
Absolutely.
every country you go to. So don't give me this stuff that you're giving me that, oh, I'm so scared because, you know, they have pickpockets in Nairobi. They got pickpockets right here in the US of A.
Okay, around the corner, honey.
In your neighborhood, sometimes in your house.
Come on, somebody. Listen, I just want you to know, I met a friend today, as we talked about offline, right? A new person that recently moved here. And honey, she told me, are you packing? I said, no. She said, well, you need to. I was like, I clutch my pearls. So it's really real out here in these streets. And that's what happens. So you
and
might
tell them how old this your new friend is.
She's 80, and you know what she looks like and sounds like and acts like a 60-year-old. So I want to be like her when I grow up, because she was just youthful. And like you say, it's sometimes age is like a state of mind. So it's like, you know, whatever you feel, that's who you are.
And I love that. I love that part about you that embraces life the way you do. You've had some tragedy in your life. You know, the loss of your father was devastating.
Right.
And what did you do once you found out that he had passed away? How did you feel? What did you do?
Oh my goodness. If you take me back to that day, as I was the last one with him, I was at the hospital. I was holding his hand. He wasn't coherent, but he was still breathing. He was still warm. Of course, his eyes were closed. He was still very much conscious, right? And I had him on the phone with my pastor, and he confessed Christ, all of those things I had him do. And I was wrestling with whether or not I wanted to stay or go. And so I ended up going home, and I went to sleep. But in the middle of the night, I woke up like something had happened. And I called the nurse's station. It was roughly around 2:30 a.m. And I called the nurse's station to check on him. And they said, "You didn't know? He's gone."
Oh.
And I flipped out. Now,
Lost
of course, they notified my grandmother, his mother at the time, and I was at my grandmother's house. But of course, she wasn't going to, wake me up in the middle of the night to tell me. I went crazy. I wanted to get to the hospital. I wanted to get to him. I wanted to see him. I just didn't know that it was real. And I'll tell you, during the homegoing service, my brother and I, we had the pleasure and honor of basically coordinating that. And I don't recall if I sang or my brother sang, because like I said, I'm primarily an artist. And we did the obituary, wrote everything up. We did the programs, and people could not believe how I was. Because even my friends, everybody came to my aid. I think it was not that night, the next day, but I was manic. I was completely manic. They did not know how to take me. They didn't know what to say to me. I was kind of on level 10, right? They say with the homegoing service, it hasn't settled in that this person's gone, right? You're still celebrating them. So it's almost like they're still here. You still feel them. And it wasn't until I got back to the house where he had rested his head, and my grandmother was ready to just put everything away, throw things away, move it. And now granted, here it is. This is a mother grieving her child, right? So her grieving process is going to look different from me as the child grieving my father. And so she was ready to just be done with it. And I almost wanted everything to stay exactly as it was. Okay, if that card or that thing was on the wall, I wanted to stay there. If his bed was unmade, I wanted to stay like that. And it was so much for me to take. And in that moment, when it actually became real the day after, because people don't talk about the day after, right? Because, when the call stopped, when it gets silent, right? When people don't know what to say and they're just saying these cliches like, "Oh, let me know if I need you." I don't know what I'm going to need. Right. I don't know if I can't see up from down. I don't know what I'm going to do. And I had changed so much as a person that I remember breaking out in hives all over my body.
What?
And I fell into a really deep depression. You guys know me as an extrovert, right? I'm talkative. And I literally stopped.
You're not an extrovert, really, are you?
Shout out to the Leos, honey, the lioness. You already know. We are the leaders of the jungle. But I stopped communicating. I completely shut down. And as a performer, I was working on my album. I was signed to an independent label. I was nearly done with my album. And in that time, I said, it's too vulnerable. It's too much. You bare your soul on a stage. You give a lot as an artist. And I stopped performing. I stopped singing for nearly a year and a half. I got out of my contract. Thankfully, I was not, in penalty breaching my contract, and I never finished my album. So that's how I felt. So that was the long end of how I felt.
No, but that needs to be the story needs to be told, because so many people go through the grieving process in their own way, and other people make them feel like you shouldn't feel like that. You can't tell somebody how to feel.
Yeah.
You don't know how you're gonna feel.
Yeah. And
you don't know day to day
until you're in it, though, Barbara. That's the thing. I didn't know until I experienced
from hour to hour, even.
Yeah, and that's what it is. And what happens is we need to start talking about it as a society, right? As a country, as a community, as Black people, as families. We need to teach our kids very early on, when someone passes, okay, you're not going to see them physically anymore, but this is what's happening, and that's what happened. But you can still feel their presence, and you might still hear their voice, and they're still with you. You almost need to help them navigate through that, because as they get older, they'll know how to deal with their feelings. They won't bury it. And I found that when I even fast forward, when I wrote the book, Letters to My Father, 7 Steps to Healing from the Loss of a Parent, in honor of my father, 10 years past his passing, I found that when people picked up my book, they were like, "Oh my goodness, I didn't even know that I never gave myself a time to grieve."
Yeah.
But they're like, "Oh my goodness, I wish I had this book 10 years ago." I mean, friends of mine that had lost both parents, they said, "Oh my goodness, I didn't even know that I needed this book." And then better yet, some people that never even lost a parent read my book and they were like, "Wow, this really made me re-examine my life." And the direction of my life and what I want to do and what we're doing. I think that's what, the pandemic taught us. We don't have time.
Yeah.
We all have a divine assignment. We need to get to it.
Yeah. And get to it quick, because we don't got time.
We don't have time.
Right.
And you need to really just gravitate towards your loved ones any way you can. I can tell you right now, there are people that I don't talk to every day. They know that I'm on the hustle. When you're an entrepreneur, you're on the grind. I don't have time for idle chit chat, honey. If we ain't talking about building, we ain't talking about money, right? Right? Come on, Shawnee. When we get on the phone and we talking about strategy, I ain't got time to talk,
Right.
to shoot the breeze. You hear me? I don't have time for that. So because of that, when I'm thinking about,
and look at your age. I'm going to interrupt you right quick. Look at your age, and you talk about you don't have time. Look at the old gray man. She ain't what she used to be trying to get on the grind. What are you talking about?
Speaking of grays, can I tell you, Ohio gave me my first 2 gray hairs. I'm not happy about it. You hear me?
I got something for you. I got some.
Did you pluck them out though? Did you pluck them out?
Yeah.
No, I didn't pluck them out. You know why? Because I realized that God's working on me, so He's giving me some.
Come
wisdom.
on. Come
He's giving me
on.
some wisdom, and I found it here. This is where I'm going to find myself. This is where I'm growing. I'm having the most growth because for the first time in my life, and we didn't say it here, but I think I said it last time, I lost my grandmother as well, my father's mother that I spoke about. So now I'm still grieving, right? It's coming up on a year that we lost her. So I realized now
You
the
didn't
first
lose
time
her.
in my life.
You know where she is. You didn't lose her.
And the thing is, I want her here. You know what I'm saying? Let's be real about it. Let's be real about it. We're like, oh, they're in a better place. That's great, but I would like her here. Better places right here next to me. Okay. Better places right here in my new apartment, giving me hugs, talking about, oh gosh, Renee, you want me to go up them stairs? You know what I mean? I want her here. Let's be real about it. Right. Yeah. So I know that she lived a good life. So I'm so happy about that because she lived her life. And I feel like she really did fulfill the assignment. And so God rest her soul, that 91 years, she lived a full life.
Wow.
And she gave so much to me. I mean, she gave so much to me.
So many as well.
Yeah, yeah. And so I realized that with everything that's going on, you have to just gravitate towards your loved ones and even those that are friends. So like I said, I don't like to shoot the breeze, but anytime someone comes to mind, you better bet I am sending a text message. I'm going on WhatsApp. I'm sending an audio message.
Yes.
Or an email.
I can attest to that because we talk.
Takes a second. It takes a second. Just go ahead and tell somebody, hey, how you doing? You came to mind. I'm thinking of you. Or just even an emoji. And that's really all it takes. That's all it takes these days. So I tell people, do that. Do that because I promise you there are people that I spoke to less than 48 hours after I spoke to them, gone. People I spoke to weeks prior, gone.
When somebody gets on your mind, you need to check on them.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right.
Healthy people.
Right, because we're fed this narrative that like time is money. And that's so not true. And we found that out the hard way, didn't we, with the pandemic? Time is not money. You can get more money. You don't get more time.
No more time.
Period.
That is
but you can use time the same way you use money, but you don't get more time. That's for sure.
Ain't that something?
Right.
Yeah.
The way
money,
currency,
you save money, you save time, but you can't make more time. You can make more money, but you can't make more time.
Right. I'm gonna need 10 more hours. 10 more hours in a day. Okay. Like I'm like,
not gonna happen.
I'll wake up like, wait, I ain't done yet.
Exactly.
I don't need no extra. I need to maximize what I have.
Right. Yeah, that's an art. That's something that we all need to learn. And I'm honestly, Barbara, a lot of people have learned that. And that's why you find that a lot of people are taking the leap into entrepreneurship because they realize, wait a minute, I am over here slaving, busting my tail. And the minute that you have a chance, an opportunity to dispose of me, you do. Okay.
Yeah, you do.
So you realize that you're expendable. You realize that you're just a number. You
it's
realize
a new paradigm.
that sometimes people are being treated subhuman.
Yeah.
Right. And you're just a machine or a robot. So they're like, well, you know what? If there's really no security in this, then I might as well go out and do what I love. Right. Because sometimes it's just the mere enjoyment. It's not even about the mighty dollars. Sometimes it's just, oh, I got peace of mind.
I like
I'm working with people that I want to work with. Come on, somebody. When we talk about, KK talking about, not in a toxic environment, honey. Well, some of us don't have the choice. So people have been stepping out on faith because they're like, I just want my peace.
Yeah. And peace is priceless, baby. Peace is priceless.
Yes.
And so I love that you are all about making sure that you are on the grind, on the regular.
Yeah.
You're making sure that your time is well spent.
Yeah.
These are the things that many of us who are entrepreneurs understand this is how we do it.
Uh-oh.
No. We should have Renee. We should have Renee hit that
Don't get me started. Don't get me started, Barbara. Because back in the day, I would listen one word and I would turn it into a song.
I know.
When I had TV, I don't have cable now, but when I had TV and I was watching commercials and jingles, you couldn't tell me nothing.
Yeah.
I had to sing every jingle.
I know. And I used to work with a guy who every time you started a conversation, every time you started a sentence, he had a song for it.
Yep.
It was incredible.
That's a singer thing.
Except he couldn't sing.
That's a singer thing.
Careful, Mark says, I will put you three ladies on my friend's lip sync battle.
No,
I'll do it. Oh my God, sign me up, Mark. Sign me up.
It's
lip sync maybe. But I can't dance. I'm just gonna say.
You can do it. Everybody can do a little two-step, Shawnee. Get on in there.
That's all I got. But my two-step has to kind of stay in the chair.
That's all Mary J got. Two-step.
Yep. Listen.
No, that
Mary
little
J got a little hot now.
She got going.
She got a hot. Shout out to Mary J. Can I tell you?
If I tried to do that, I would fall.
Good Morning Gorgeous. Shout out.
Oh, my husband just turned me on to that song.
Every morning, you hear me. I did it before I got on here.
Hey, Donna. Thanks for being here.
Hi,
So Renee is a singer, songwriter, actress. I want you to pick a song and sing something to us right before we look at her information. Beautiful ladies. Donna Beretta is one of my high school buddies from Spring Valley, New York. And she reached out to me and started searching me out on the platform. Nice. So shout out to Spring Valley. Shout out to Donna Beretta. Thanks so much for being here. We love. Who else do we have out here? I know we saw Sam Collins out there.
I know. Y'all shouting everybody out.
Yeah. Thank you so much for being out here.
Share
Renee's
this, honey.
Information is right here.
Yes, connect with me on Instagram. Like and subscribe our Breakthrough Podcast across all streaming platforms. I'm on YouTube if you like to see me, honey, but I know some people want to hear me. So definitely lock in there. We air every Thursday, 11 a.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. UK time. Shout out to my UK followers, my people. I love you. Thank you so much. I'm going to get back to the UK. I went to London in 2000. I was actually in the Millennium Day Parade.
Did you like it?
Millennium Day Parade. That was my first stamp in my passport. My passport book as a senior in high school. Okay.
Wow.
I might be aging myself, honey, but you know, how old do I look? Right? That's all. That's all you gotta ask. How old do you think I am? People used to ask me, how old are you? And this is when I was acting. I said, well, my resume says I played ages 18 and 25. So take your pick.
I love that.
Yep. I used to be real sassy with it. I'm like, so, I'll be however old you want me to be.
Yeah. I have to play my ages down.
Oh gosh, but you look fabulous. Okay, whatever it is.
Down. Anyway,
you're silly.
We are so happy that you're here with us, Renee. You are welcome back to the Empowering You show coming up.
I love that. Congratulations. I love that name.
Thank you so much. I'm loving that name too. I just wish we could have gotten it before everybody else did. That's the only thing.
I know, right? It's like suddenly now everything's #empowerment. Right?
I know, empowerment. Yeah,
everything's trending. It's almost like I wish we had came up on these things before it became so popular. It was like my friend, actually a childhood friend, shout out to my girlfriend, Nicole McFarland. She told me, Nana, you need to blog. You need to vlog. You need to do this, that, and third. She was telling me this, and she wanted to manage me at one point. And I was like, what am I going to do with that? And I don't know. And how do I do that? And now everybody's doing it. That's right. Blogging and vlogging. Everybody's a star. And I'm like, gosh, darn it. Are you kidding me? I would have been like out here.
You would have been a superstar. Right there.
She already was international. I'm just saying.
International, but honey, I would have been to the moon. Okay, y'all wouldn't have been able to find me. Okay, listen, when y'all need to get in contact with me, you would have had to, call my assistant. Oh, Renee Taylor Enterprise, please hold. Please hold. Oh,
have my people call you people.
Who's calling? Yeah, it would have been like on that. Okay, you wouldn't be able to find me. I would have been
your number. I'm coming to look for you. All right.
Well,
if you change your number, I'm coming to look for you. I will find
Shawnee
you.
is definitely gonna keep up with you.
I know she will, and I keep up with Shawnee because I love her. She's always on my heart, and so I'm so glad that she reached out to me today. And I tell you, I said, listen, better today, honey. Yesterday
I
was
know.
a different day. Yesterday wasn't so pretty, okay? It wasn't so glamorous. Okay, today we put some lipstick on, put some lashes on, and got camera ready. But yesterday,
I got a question for you. How did you get to go to China? Because we, the IBM TV network, Pod TV, is trying to get into China. How did you get there?
Getting into okay. So I will say this: when I went to London, right, I needed a chaperone. I was only a senior in high school. My aunt, who I was very close with, shout out to my Aunt Gail, out in Jersey, she kind of invited herself. And I'm like, okay, so I had no choice, right? I needed some, a chaperone, so to speak, right?
Person, yeah.
A guardian, right? So fast forward, my aunt she was always into traveling. And I happened to be at her house one day, and she had some books on the table, the kitchen table, of just tourism books. She had a book about China. So she used to play volleyball and had a lot of friends that are all across the world. And she would choose a friend that was there. She would go and visit them. So I think she had a friend, what was his name? Was his name Bruce or Bill? I have no idea. But he lived in China. He had family there. And I said, oh, when do we leave? She invited herself to London. I invited myself to China. And what do you know? That was my gift, I guess you could say my graduation gift from graduating from Rutgers University. Shout out to RU. Okay.
New Jersey, New Jersey.
Yes, honey, New Brunswick. And she, in 2002, we went 2.5 weeks. We went to Hong Kong, Japan, China, all throughout the regions of China.
Wow.
So do you still have connects there?
It's funny. There is one family that I still over the years have connected to. I'm gonna have to go back because I did journal. Yes. I gotta go back and dig back in my archives.
Please.
And see what we can do.
You need that connect.
I know, honey. I'm gonna have to dig. I'm gonna have to dig hard. There's been some movement. Okay, I moved from Jersey to Midwest. So I'm gonna have to do some digging. But I did capture the entire moment. I climbed the Great Wall. That was the same day I lost my passport, and I thought I was gonna have to stay there forever. I wasn't even gonna be able to fly throughout another region of China. My aunt was gonna kill me. Either I was gonna die or she was gonna kill me. She was gonna murder me. And it was funny because our amazing tour guide, because we stayed in mainland China, and he was actually in his home, so we didn't stay like in a hotel with him. And right. So in the middle of the night I had to contact him, and it was on the bus, and they have like the bus, where they park the buses overnight. Yeah. And they had to find it on the bus. But oh my goodness.
Oh, you don't have to tell me. I thought I lost my passport in Nairobi. I dropped it in the airport, and some guy speaking French.
In the airport?
Girl, in the airport.
I am gasping right now. I'm gasping.
Mademoiselle.
God bless him.
Look at here, player.
God bless him.
Yeah.
But yes, that was a beautiful experience, honey. I was Diana Ross over there.
You're Diana Ross over here. They didn't know?
Honey, listen. You couldn't tell
me to do the whole movement.
Size 3. I had the short hair. I was snatched. I had my navel out. And they stopped me, wanted to touch my hair, touch my skin. They wanted to do pictures. And I learned how to say, no, thank you, Puyao. Almost like no pictures. And they just loved me. And I ate it all up. I loved it.
Any actress would. We got to go. This is halftime on the show. Thank you so much, Renee Taylor, for being here with us. We always love you here on the Marva H. Smith Show.
I didn't get to sing a song, but I'll do it next time.
Oh, no. Before we go out, you're going to sing us out, and then we go into commercial break. After the song, don't go nowhere.
All right.
Give us something.
There is no pain Jesus can feel. There is no hurt that he cannot heal.
You better sing.
For all things work according to the master's purpose and his holy will.
Come on now.
No matter what you're going through, just remember that God only wants a chance to use you. for the battle is not yours. It's the Lord.
You better sing that song, girlfriend.
Listen, John Beretta said awesome. Thanks. You sounded
That's
crazy.
exclusive. And I've been saying in years.
Okay.
Yeah, you did a wonderful. Thank you so much again for being here.
I love you guys.
You heard it first. There, the battle is not yours; it belongs to the Lord. Thank you so much, Renee, for being here. We'll be right back after this break. I am a child of the Most High God. He has gifted me in ways that I could not even imagine and didn't know. There was a time when I didn't know who I was. I listened to other people tell me who I should be, what I should do. I listened to people telling me that I should be a boutique owner, that I should be a construction manager, that I should be a laborer. Have you ever felt like you should do something else, be something else, go somewhere else, be wherever you wanted to be, and you felt like you were in a box? Anybody in the room? And you couldn't get out. Anybody in the room? And you kept trying to go and you couldn't get out. Anybody in the room? But let me tell you, you need to rock the box. Rock the box. I am engaging, inspiring, and empowering. I would give you everything I know. Just by touching you, if I could, by osmosis, give you every single thing I've learned, I've gone through, I know I would. We know that's not possible, but as it is possible, I love to share information with people. Some of you out there, people have told you that you can't be, you can't have, you can't do. But I will tell you, like Kinston said, you can, you must, and you will. If it's to be, it's going to be me. You got to say it. If it's to be, it's going to be. If it's to be, it's going to be. If it's to be, it's going to be.
Barbara is because she believed what her mama said about her and not what other people told her.
Every day you wake up, when you're in a situation, it's your choice whether it's an advantage or the disadvantage.
She gained her confidence and her life, and now she is a testimony.
If I can help you elevate yourself, then I feel like I'm elevating my own self as well. What you know and I know together can change the world. Shout out to the team in Africa. Yes.
Oh my gosh, I love that. Listen, you know I said I can't dance, but I can rock the box. That's it. That's my favorite part. Can I just say real quick how much I love Renee Taylor?
Yes,
but
I do too. She's a sweetie.
I have to say there's a little teeny piece of me that is a little envious when people can sing and dance because I can't do those things. I can cook.
That girl can rock the mic. You hear me? Renee, I know you backstage, but girlfriend, you sang that song. You can come back and sing any time you want. I'm telling you. Listen.
That's N-T with a T, right? Not just, that's not A-N-Y. That was A-N-T-Y.
Anytime. Yes. Yeah. Listen, we have so much fun on the Barbara H. Smith Show. We're changing the name. Renee said that was awesome. A little fun fact. She was a contestant in the Apollo Tour edition. Oh my God. Why you didn't tell us that while you was on the show? Okay. I'm just saying. Anyway, Renee is backstage. We can still see her comments. We are loving that she's hanging out with us. We got some more things to do. more topics to discuss. We have some stuff coming up, Shawnee. I am a little bit overwhelmed with what you got me busy doing.
Wait a minute. You know, they say if it's not big, you know, if it's not scary, it's not big enough, you know, because you can already do some things, right? This is a big thing.
Mediocre, yeah. So we have coming up in October the Empowering You Executive Women's Retreat. The save the date is coming out by the end of the month or the first of the month because it is so magnanimous and fabulous. Ooh, we want to make sure that everything is just right. And it's going to be so wonderful. One of the things that we're going to give you a little sneak peek of information is you're going to get a spa treatment at the retreat. You're going to be exposed to one of the number one sales confidence coaches in the country. I'm not going to give his name away. It is a male, but this is a women's retreat. Sorry, fellas. We have one of the best cinematographers that's going to be taking video and taking pictures of us. You're going to also get this, a full-on, that's right, Shawnee, a full-on.
You gotta vote.
Headshot photography session with hair, with makeup, and with wardrobe. You won't want to miss it. Hollybird, Miller, and partners are going to be there with photographers, plural, to make sure that we look our best. And let me talk just a minute about headshots. Many people say, why do you spend money, a lot of money, on headshots? Well, you can't get to the $1 million monies with your selfie pics. We have the best cameras these days that we've ever had, but they still pale in comparison when it comes to professional photography. The lighting, the different pixels. When you blow your picture up, that's a selfie, it's pixelated, little dots all over your face.
Right.
And it's like telling somebody you are a fabulous top shelf person in your industry, and yet you spend $2 on your pictures to prove it.
Right.
So we're going to give you the opportunity. The whole weekend is included. It's all included. Every single thing that you're going to experience is included. So we're excited. I'm excited. It's huge. It's going to be fabulous to see all the ladies. Now, I will tell you, when I say all the ladies, this is an exclusive event.
Right. You better get on it.
Limited. Say it again.
The minute it drops, you better be one of those ladies, because how many women are there?
20.
That's it.
20. And it's going to be sold out. There is no question. It's going to be sold out because we know, Shawnee and I combined, know people across the world. And some of these ladies are flying in from across the country, and they're flying in from across the world. And so if you find out about when we're dropping the announcement, when we're dropping the actual ticket prices and the ticket costs, if you don't get in where you fit in, you're going to be left out in the cold. That's just so excitement. What else is going on, Shawnee?
Well, before we switch gears on that, I want you to know, if for some reason you missed it and couldn't become one of those lucky women to get in, you might want to hit us up at support@barbarahsmith.com to find out how you can be a sponsor. You want to make sure that you are in front of the stage. You want to be there, though. Don't be that one. Please don't be that one that missed it.
Yeah, we got
to wait until 2023.
Yeah, 2023 we're gonna have a bigger one, but this one right here, you are not gonna want to miss this. I promise you, we're doing things in a big way. It's gonna be magnanimous. It's gonna be fabulous. It's gonna be, you're gonna be wowed. It's gonna be a wow. So
I don't think you told them about the fact that this is ocean front, did you? I
oh
don't think you
no,
did.
I was trying to keep some stuff. I was trying to
Okay,
keep
okay,
some
okay.
stuff. All the rooms,
All right, all
every
right.
single room is ocean front, ocean views on every single
All right,
room.
that's it. That's it. We're not telling them anything else. You're gonna have to stay tuned, stay connected.
We got
Now,
some stuff.
speaking of staying connected, we will not be here next week
That's right.
because
The Black Business
we
Expo
will
is
be
happening
doing
next week. Next week, the Black Business Expo runs all week. Shout out to Dr. Eric Kelly III and the entire Black Business Expo committee, Sharon Campbell, Angel Green, all of the folks that work behind the scenes. Mark Lee, Lord have mercy. All of the
Barbara
people that
H.
work behind the
Smith,
scenes.
Johnny Smith. Just saying.
all of the moderators, all of the speakers. This is going to be a phenomenal week of information. If you have not stopped by the Black Business Expo USA, it's for us, by us, but business owners. The largest Black Business Expo in the history of Black America and in the world. And there's going to be so much information. It's like a fire hose of information.
Yeah.
You add for free, except it is for sponsors. It is for fundraising. We are raising money for children to go to college. Please stop by. The Black Business Expo starts on Monday, the 21st of March through the 27th. I do believe that's the Sunday. Yes. It is. So guess who will be opening up the show? I will be opening up the show on Monday, 8 a.m. Be there, be
Guess
square.
who will be closing the show on Sunday?
You will. Awesome.
Yes.
So you get a chance to see it, even though we're not going to be on the show. Get this again. We're not going to be on the show on Tuesday night this week. I will still be on the Black Business Expo on Tuesday night. So if you just want to come by and say, hi, I'm here to support, please do that. Please also be a sponsor of the Black Business Expo USA, and we would appreciate your contributions. Yes. What else we got going on?
So after that, then we'll be back to celebrate somebody's 1 year anniversary on the 29th.
Oh, Shani, for real, I forgot. I did forget that. Guess what's happening?
I did not.
Oh my God.
Don't worry. I did not. And I would love to tell you all what's happening, but unfortunately, because Barbara H. Smith, the celebrity speaker trainer, is here, I can't tell you because it's a surprise to her as well. Sorry.
She's been working on this, and seriously, I mean, I know I do a lot of joking on the show, but I seriously forgot about the fact that this month is the 1 year anniversary that I have been on the IBM TV network doing the Barbara H. Smith show. Oh my God. And I so forgot about this because I'm doing so many other things that I have to give all kudos to Shani Smith and the team at BHS and Associates, because they've been planning something. Apparently, I was just going to do a show and keep it moving. But they've been planning something.
Well, you're going to do a show and you're going to keep it moving. You just won't know what's happening. Don't worry.
It's kind of scary that I don't know. You know, I like to be in control of things. So I don't know what's going on. What is happening?
Okay.
I feel
There'll
like
be a show and you will be here. Just be cute and show up. That's all you need to know.
Just show up. Maybe I won't show up that day. Maybe I'll pretend like I forgot totally and calling sick. Feeling a little ill.
That's not funny. Not funny.
Oh, Mark's got
call
comments.
down there to Virginia and get you up on here. Don't you worry. And then you'll be mad because you didn't get to put your lashes on. So don't even try it. So we have that going on. Once we move into April.
Mark said there's a social media event in California this week also. So make sure they are doing it tomorrow. Who's doing what tomorrow? Type in for me, Mark. I
He's
didn't
talking
understand
about
that.
the lip sync. He's talking about the lip
He's talking
sync.
about the lip.
Yeah.
Forget about the lip sync, right?
Okay.
And Renee's
So
back
after
here
we have our
talking about.
anniversary show. No.
and
He's still sad because he can't come to the retreat. Sorry, Mark.
yeah, it's for ladies only. Listen, Gloria Hedley says, love it. Beautiful sound coming from Renee Taylor. Yes. And Juanita McWhite. Usually I have my jewelry on that Juanita sells me. And she has some fabulous pieces. We're gonna be displaying some of her stuff. We're gonna have to get her as a sponsor so we can get more stuff that she makes.
Right.
She makes aluminum jewelry with beads now that's just absolutely fabulous. Juanita's out there. She said, I'll be here, meaning me. I'll be here with bells on. That's what she said. Thanks for coming, Juanita. We have so much frivolity going on today. I don't know. I'm a little silly. I can tell you. Listen, we also have a book for sale. Just saying, if you are still trying to figure out what you want to be when you grow up, like I did, the Barbara H. Smith book Speak Coach Train is available. bit.ly/capital BHS and lowercase book. That is bit.ly/BHS book. You know what I want to know though? I want to know from the people who are here, Donna, Gloria, Juanita, anybody else that's chiming in on the replay.
Sam.
I need you. Sam, I am. Yes, Sam. PK Collins. Put in the chat for me what kind of information, maybe guests even, that you'd like to see on the upcoming Empowering You show that we could reach out to. Information that you'd like to learn about. If you want to be a special guest on the show, type in support@barbarahsmith.com. But what would you like to hear? Guests that you might want to have on the show? Forward them the information. Support@barbarahsmith.com. We would love to have them. We are always looking for interesting, exciting, entertaining guests. And mostly we showcase small businesses and small business owners. But we do have a few people who are leaders in the community, leaders in their fields, and we love to have them exposed on the Barbara H. Smith Show. People who don't oftentimes get the opportunity to talk about the fabulous things that they're doing around the world. So if you would be so kind as to drop those notes, drop those nuggets in for us. Who would you like to see? What would you like to know? What would you like us to talk about on the upcoming Empowering You show? And remember, you can be a guest here on the Barbara H. Smith Show, soon to be Empowering You show. At support, just email us support@barbarahsmith.com, and we'll be glad to reach out and reach back to you. What else?
Think about it like this. I want to say one thing. Think about it like this. Who do you want to see get their flowers while they're here?
Oh, okay? That's good.
It's not just about having a product or a service. Who needs to really get their flowers while they're here?
Yeah. We want to applaud some young people. We want to bring some more young people to the show. We want to bring some more elderly people to the show. People who have lived and can give us some wisdom, and people who are young people who can give us some new ideas on how we should look at the youth. And because if we don't embrace our youth, we're really missing the mark. So young, old, in between, we would love to have your ideas of guests. Now we can bring some guests. We've been bringing them, but we love to hear from our audience members. What would you like to see here or know about that you may have heard something about on the show? Stop by support@barbarahsmith.com. Also,
I promise you.
What else is going on, Miss Shawnee?
What else is going on? Oh my gosh. I think you're trying to bait me and get me to tell you more things, but I'm not going for it. If you're asking me anything about the 29th, you can forget it. Just saying. So what else do we have going on? We have Empowering You University.
Yes. Oh man.
Very, very soon. When I say very soon, I mean very, very soon. You want to know, because every presentation is what?
A conversation. Every conversation.
Every conversation is a
presentation. Every conversation is a presentation. So whenever you open your mouth, you are presenting, even if you don't know that you are. And so we have the Empowering You University, and there will be on-demand classes, on-demand courses. Yeah. Now, that is true, Juanita. We do need the perspective of young people. So I'm looking for you to reach out. I know your son is doing some major stuff. He could be a candidate for, if he's available and willing, to be a guest on the Barbara H. Smith Show, Juanita McWhite's son. So the Empowering You University is all about empowering you to learn different skills, communication skills on demand. And they are conducted by moi and posted up on the university for your listening and participating pleasure. And we'll be talking more about that and how you get connected with Empowering You University. We're empowering you all over the place. And
listen, can you get anything done without being empowered? If you can, let me know, please. What's the secret sauce on that?
No, there's no such thing. There's no such thing. That's why we start with engage, inspire, empower. Because you can be engaged all day long and not be inspired. You can be engaged and inspired and never be empowered. What we want to do is not just engage you, inspire you, but we want you to do something, which is the empower part. Mm-hmm. We want you to learn a new skill, take your learning to a new level, be a lifelong learner, get some skills that can help you, not just today, not just tomorrow, but forevermore. And not just for you. Share the wealth. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. We have these shows running all the time, and there's always great information. And you can use the information in your life today. In your life today. Like Renee Taylor's book that talks about losing a parent. Many of us, my pastor say, if you haven't lost somebody yet, keep having birthdays. And you will experience the loss. Keep having birthdays. Mm-hmm. And so here's a tool, a resource, information that you can use for your life going forward. So we're imploring you.
No, we talk about liking.
Go ahead. Liking.
We talk about liking and subscribing, but to what? That is bit.ly/BHS YouTube. Just saying.
Yeah. And if you'd like to get on my calendar, it's bit.ly/BHS meetup. And you can get on my calendar. We can talk about whatever you want to talk about. I have a discovery button. Click the discovery button, 15 minutes. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it, and then let's be about it. Because we're all about forward progression. And we're all about optimism. Yes, if it's to be, it's got to be. There is enough negativity going around in this world. Would you agree?
There is enough.
And
especially right now.
Oh my gosh. And so we try to bring an uplifting, a lighter side to the broadcast. We don't talk about the negative stuff here. If you want negative news and all that, switch us off and go on now. Go on now. Somewhere else.
We're going to be switching. We're going to be switching. For you night owls, don't worry, because you can always like and subscribe to the YouTube channel and watch the show whenever you please. But we're going to be switching to Thursdays at noon, beginning
April 14th, in honor of my daddy's birthday. April 14th, we're moving to noontime. We're moving to prime time for the rest of the world. And it's a strategy move, but we're moving on April the 14th, which is my daddy's birthday. God rest his soul. We are honoring him by moving the show to daylight. so he can watch.
That's noon Eastern Standard Time, right?
Eastern Standard Time. That's right. Thanks, Shani, for that, because it's people watching all over the world. And as of March 1st, we were and are on Roku. So more people are watching, more people can see us, and more people will be able to watch at that hour. If you watching this show after the show aired, please hashtag replay. I'd love to know that you have watched and saw us on the show. Well, you know what time it is. It's time for you to step into your greatness, because the world is waiting for you. That's our show for tonight. Thank you so much, Shani, for being there. Thank you, Mark Lee, for always hanging in there with us. Dr. Kelly, thank you so much. Eric Kelly III in the building next week on the Black Business Expo USA. Thanks, Mom. Thanks, Robert. Thanks, my husband, my kids, all of you that have watched tonight. Thank you so much for being out here. We really appreciate you. Good night. See you next week.
Thank you, Renee, for that song too, honey.
Yes, girl.
Still got you.